Assalamualaikum. I'm Najwa Irsari Najani. I'm representing Group 8, which we are assigned to do a role play for a case study about a practice of 5S concept at Sultan Abdul Halim Airport, Al-Lostar Kedah Darul Aman. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce my group member and role they portray. But before that, I would like to clarify there is 5 questions that should be addressed in this case study. And the answer we've included in our little playing scenario. So I would like for you guys to watch and enjoy our little performance. Thank you.
Mr. Zulfahimi, could you please tell me how the 5S project progressed so far?
For the 5S project progress so far is, even though we have 69 personnel with 7 departments, which include engineering, operation, aviation security, airport fire rescue service, commercial human resource and finance department, challenges will exist in implementing those 5S activities.
Our workforces feel that 5S activities are difficult to be implemented.
So what I can conclude is that the 5S project has not yet been implemented, right? Okay, I see we have a problem as I already received a reminder email from the headquarters regarding the implementations of 5S. Mr. Zulfahimi, do we already have 5S committee member? I hope we already have one. If we already have, can you get the 5S committee member to hold a meeting this Wednesday? If not, I would like you to form a 5S committee member, and I will inform my secretary to hand out a meeting notice shortly to you after this.
We already have the 5S committee members, and yes, I will notify them about the upcoming meeting.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for coming at such short notice. Since we have a lot to cover today, we really should begin. I received a reminder email from MHB headquarters a few days ago about the implementations of 5S activities at our airport. After discussing with Mr. Zulfahimi and Mr. Alias a few days ago, I found out that we have yet to take the first steps toward implementing 5S. So could anyone tell me why you think it is hard to implement 5S? I would like everyone to share their concerns, as we will be able to figure out the best measures to follow based on these discussions in order to make this 5S project a success.
Among the challenges that we will face when implementing the 5S project is the lack of commitment among co-workers. This is due to the multitasking job that the employees have to perform and the new goals that have been set. The co-workers are unable to make decisions, they lack confidence, and they are afraid of failure because they don't understand what success the Project 5S will bring to them. Next, limited staff. No replacement of staff for the vacancy due to pension and work time shifting that lead to the limited time for the staff to rest. Changes of employees during the work time and commitment to follow these practices procedure will increase their burden.
I believe that the mentality level among human resource managers, the implementation of Lean 5S practices is to some extent difficult to achieve because of the co-worker with age differences and level of seniority. This situation leads to a gap in option and understanding of day-to-day benefit to them.
Is there more on the floor?
No, Mr. Lukman.
So if that is the sole issue raised throughout the discussions about the key issue in turning 5S project successful, as 5S committee member, how do you think we can make this project a reality?
Additionally, it also provides internal information to all staff and ensure full awareness of 5S should be shared among everyone for their better understanding and knowledge. This is because each staff member should be aware of what is happening in their surrounding.
It's a good idea. What about the other? What do you think?
May I suggest something? Why not make it a culture to maintain 5S? Everyone in the organization will practice it until it will become a routine in their working environment.
Yes, and to add on from Faridatul idea, the workers and staff could participate in training that is conducted by the headquarters. It would be a very good exposure as the staff will look up to the leaders if the training comes directly from the headquarters.
It's a wonderful idea. I think Mr. Zulfahimi and Mr. Rizwan idea complement each other well. Mr. Zulfahimi said that the staff should participate in training conducted by the headquarters, which will help improving internal information to all staff and will ensure full awareness of factors among them. For these solutions, we will need Mr. Rizwan, who is in charge of training, to carry on with the training or workshop for 5S to all our staff. As for Ms. Faridatul idea, I think it is a great idea and I think you can work with Ms. Adi Hafif to do a monthly evaluations of 5S so that it will eventually be a culture in our airport.
Agreed.
Okay, agreed.
Okay, we agree.
Since we already come up with a strategy, so let's move on to another agenda. So which stage in 5S do you think it is the most challenging stage? I would like to hear your thought about this as it will help us to focus more on the crucial part to make sure our project runs smoothly.
In my opinion, the most challenging task is the last stage, that is sustain. I would like to propose that sustain as the toughest among the five S's. Sustain can only be achieved if other S's have been overcome. This resist to change will include changing the sloppy behavior of lifetimes, accepting new standards, often with major reluctance, and then maintaining them consistently. Most people find change really difficult and they will fall back into their usual pattern of behavior at the first opportunity. In addition, they are likely to have adopted the 5S in other part of their lives, such as their home, so their former behavior is reinforced on a daily basis where they live, work. Thus, 5S becomes a daily chore that is easily and readily abandoned.
I'm on the same page as Mr. Zulfahimi. Sustain, making a habit of properly maintaining correct procedures, is often the most difficult 5S to implement and achieve. This is because the behavior should be implemented from the beginning. It might be difficult to cultivate this method in the soul of senior employees since they have their own unique way of working that is ingrained in them. So it is impossible for them to practice this 5S behavior in the workplace.
To be honest, I also totally agree with them. This is due to the fact that the majority of people find it challenging to change their changes, and people have tendency to flip back into their old behavior.
So since everyone has agreed that the fifth stage in 5S is the most challenging to practice, I do agree with what you've said. Since we've identified and mutually agree on the most challenging step to practice, I would like to hear suggestions and a strategy that could be implemented to sustain 5S project activities.
For me, I would suggest that all level management encourage the 5S activities to be implemented at the airport. The first key is to commit to all 5Ss. 5Ss must have the backing and the commitment of all the managers. It must be seen as the new way of working together and not just as a temporary notion for the staff and workers only.
Yes, I agree with Mr. Zulfahimi. Top management support commitment is not possible without top management's visibility support for the program. Senior management needs to have a clear understanding of the benefits of 5S and align it to the business strategy.
I couldn't agree more. Performance measurement and recognition. This is because individual and team performance is recognized in many ways, including verbal and written recognition from managers and co-workers, local reward, and so on. This is the third key to measure 5S performance in each work area and setting up a system to reward teams that achieve 5S success.
I love hearing your opinion today during the meeting. All of you made some great points. Your attention to detail continues to impress me. If there's more idea, I will come to you with an open hand to share your idea.
Firstly, we could do a monthly update on the action done to maintain the 5S activities so we can see the progress and review the performance of staff in sustaining the 5S. We could implement rewards and bonuses to encourage the staff to sustain these activities.
Also, all team members should make 5S as a culture in the organization. Subordinates can set up a competitive culture that must be obeyed by all people in the organization. By doing this, employees will feel awkward if they don't practice it in completing the task given.
Agree with both additional idea from Zulfaimi and also Haidatul that shared just now. I support both your statement.
Thanks for always bringing great ideas to the table. I could see how much effort you put in creating that strategy. I think all of us could work together to implement the strategy you share. Thanks for providing a unique perspective. What I can conclude is that I do believe that by implementing 5S practices can improve sustainability, as most research studies have proven that Lean principles met sustainability's main objective and achieve its main agenda regarding processes, owning the potential of Lean in eliminating waste, improving the work processes, and reducing a negative impact of construction projects. I guess that will be all for today. Again, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here today. If anyone has questions or need to follow up with me, feel free to send me an email. With this, I declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you.